Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Josh, and this is your second stimulus check update for the next stimulus package for Tuesday, January 19th. I hope everyone is having a terrific Tuesday so far. In this video, I'll be discussing updates in regards to the current relief package and the third stimulus check. I'll also be discussing the $2,000 direct payments, what our new Treasury Secretary has to say about passing this next package, and then I'll be wrapping up this video by answering some of the comments and questions that I received in my previous video. But first, if you wouldn't mind real quickly liking this video, give me a big thumbs up. It really just helps with the YouTube algorithm in terms of pushing this video out to other viewers like you, and hopefully helping other people like you as well. Okay, so with Janet Yellen appearing for her confirmation hearing today before the Senate Finance Committee, she urged lawmakers how critically important it is to act now on an economic relief plan. With some lawmakers arguing that we don't need to add another near $2 trillion in debt, Yellen argues that the plan would only help, not hurt, the nation's ballooning debt. Some of her critics today included Senators Chuck Grassley and Patrick Toomey. Chuck Grassley, a Senate Republican representing Iowa, called Biden's plan a laundry list of liberal structural economic reforms. Patrick Toomey thought much of the same, saying, quote, "I look forward to working with you, but I have to admit that the contours of the stimulus bill, as proposed by the Biden administration, are going to make that difficult." Yellen argued, however, that failing to spend enough now would likely only leave us in a worse place fiscally and with respect to our debt situation. So it's going to take a lot of convincing from the new Treasury Secretary to get Republicans in the Senate on board with this plan. Fortunately for her, the only person she'll really need to convince will be Democratic Senator Joe Manchin, who is the lone Democrat showing opposition to the plan. With 49 votes essentially already guaranteed, they'll need just one more to reach 50, which would be just enough to pass this bill under budget reconciliation. With Joe Biden becoming our new president tomorrow, Kamala Harris would then be the tiebreaker, assuring the passing of this next relief package. Other than the overall amount of new spending, Yellen also faced criticism from Republicans on the provision that would increase the federal minimum wage up to $15 per hour. Senator Tim Scott, for example, said that the push for a higher minimum wage would be coming at a time when thousands of small businesses, such as restaurants, have gone out of business, and that could lead to even more job losses. To that, Yellen responded by saying that the increase in minimum wage would help millions of frontline American workers who are risking their lives to keep their communities functioning, and that these people often must work two jobs in order to put food on the table. Yellen said that these people are struggling to get by, and by raising the minimum wage would help these people. Of course, most Republicans argue that while an increase in the minimum wage may help families with economic struggles, it could also cause hours to be cut in half or even permanent job losses. So it should be quite interesting to see how all this plays out, especially with Joe Manchin, who has already posed such measures. Of course, while they're working on getting a third round of direct payments out, some people still haven't even received the $600 direct payments yet. In the comment section below, let me know whether or not you've received your second direct payment of $600. In the case that you haven't, I would strongly recommend that you check the payment portal, which will always be your #1 resource in finding out exactly when you should expect to receive your payment. If you don't receive your payment in the next couple of weeks, per the IRS, they recommend you go ahead and claim these $600 as a recovery rebate credit on the tax returns that you file this year. Starting on February 12th, the IRS will begin accepting and processing your tax returns, but you can always file before then to get a head start. I would definitely recommend filing early on to ensure that you receive your money as quickly as possible. Okay, so at this point in time, I'm going to move right along to answering some of the comments and questions that I received in my previous video. And if you do have any other comments or questions for me, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I do try to answer as many of the comments and questions as I possibly can, but for those comments and questions I'm not able to respond to, I do try to pick some of the more popular ones to answer in the next video in video form. Okay, so without further ado, let me go ahead and jump into the first comment of today's video, which is from Martisha. Martisha says, "How do you change your bank account information?" Okay, thank you so much for your question, and unfortunately, you cannot. If you change bank accounts since the first round of direct payments, then unfortunately, you will not be able to update your information in time to receive the payment. Instead, the IRS will attempt to directly deposit your check into your old bank account where they'll then, by law, reject it. And the first round of direct payments, if that happened, the IRS would then send you a check in the mail instead. However, this time around, they're asking that we claim a $600 as a credit on the returns that we file this year. This is pretty unfortunate because it creates just another step in receiving the payment, especially for those people who don't usually file a tax return, such as those on Social Security benefits. However, receiving your money this way is certainly better than never receiving it at all. Okay, moving along to the next question of today's video, which is from Vicky. Vicky says, "Hi Josh, would there be a number to the IRS that someone can call in order to receive their second stimulus? There are so many of us that have never received our $600. Okay, thank you so much for your question, Vicky, and I'm so sorry that you still haven't received your $600 direct payment. The best number you can reach the IRS at in regards to these direct payments is 1-800-919-9835, and I would recommend you call just a little bit earlier in the day just to avoid those longer hold times. One other thing that I'll mention is that the payment portal may be a better option to check, considering that most of the IRS agents may not have much more information. However, if you're unable to find any more information through the payment portal and you have the time, it definitely couldn't hurt to reach out to the IRS in regards to your payment. In many cases, I'm seeing that people had their payment sent to them in the mail, supposedly on January 6th, and haven't yet received their payment. This is normal, as the IRS website does say that it can take up to 3 to 4 weeks in order to receive these payments. Given those timelines, it may take until the beginning of February before you receive your payment. If, however, you're still waiting after February to receive your payment, then at that point, I'd recommend that you go ahead and claim a $600 credit on the tax returns that you filed this year. Okay, moving along to the next question of today's video, which is from Perry. Perry says, "Good morning, Josh. Question. My daughter's baby was born last year, and he's 8 months old. Is he entitled to the $600 stimulus? If so, how does she go about getting it if he wasn't included?" Okay, thank you so much for your question, and first off, congrats on your daughter's newborn. Secondly, not only is your daughter eligible for the $600 for her newborn, but she would also be eligible to receive the $500 from the first round as well. In order to receive this money, she'll need to claim an $1,100 credit on the tax returns that she files this year, which would be the combined amount from the first and second round of direct payments. Alright, so on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. If you did enjoy the content in this video, and you'd like to see more videos like it, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It is completely free to do so, and it's a great support to me. Also, if you'd like to receive 2 free stocks from Webull, with both of them valued all the way up to $1,600 each, or 1 free stock from Robinhood just for signing up, please feel free to claim those free stocks by clicking the link in the description box below. And finally, if you join Rakuten with my referral link in the description box below and spend at least $20, Rakuten will give you $20 cash back. This means you can buy an item through Rakuten with one of the referral links, such as Adidas, for $20, which would be right around $22 for tax, and Rakuten will give you $20 just for making that purchase. This is just an incredible deal that I would love for everyone to take advantage of. Okay, so until next time, I'll see you guys, and I hope you have a great day today.